Hello, welcome to Thursday. Now if you've noticed, these have changed subtly. They're still hard, still a full hour, a lot of sweat, a lot of movement. We're just getting a little more complex, which should be fun, right? We do a lot of similar things throughout our normal programming of squatting and pressing and pulling, etc. So this is an opportunity to do different movements, and as always, use the coach at your disposal for these things as they may be a little complicated or brand new to you. They're even brand new to some of us. So, I'll go over the movements. When you show up on the day, you'll learn the rep schemes and all of that. So we're starting with a split stance RDL hold. So you'd hold dumbbells or kettlebells. We get that split stance. We'd hinge and get engaged, right? As I get here and then I sink, boom, this is gonna turn on and we're just gonna hold there with weights. You do the same thing on the other side. Hold, okay? This is our warm-up piece. Next, we're gonna do some skater hops. Now skater hops would be much bigger than this, but our goal is that we skate, okay? Usually back and forth. You're gonna do this just continuously. So you will just boom, boom, all the way down, all the way back, create a more traversal across the room, all right? Work on being explosive and not putting yourself in a comfortable position, put yourself in the position the movement is asking. From there, we'll do hurdle walkovers, right? Imagine there is a barrier or a small ledge we need to get our hips over, right? So we're not thinking here, we're thinking getting our hips over, 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 right? Work on that and you'll then do that going laterally across the room, down and back. Lastly, windmills, weighted or not, but our goal is that we reverse this hand down and we try to keep ourselves here and reach and then lock out. And you'll do that on both sides. From there, we're gonna get the sled involved. So we have sleds, some of them have straps even. The workout will start with sled rope pulls. So the sled will be weighted further away from you. The strap will be out and you'll pull, sit, pull the sled to you, okay? From there, if not, we can also pull, like quite literally pull and hold around us or hold us and walk the sled. So we're just using different modalities for that. Next, we're gonna do backward sled drag and forward sled push. So you will get low, pull this backwards, and then eventually reset and push it forward. Lots of fun sled things coming soon. Next, we'll do alternating single arm kettlebell swings. These are Russian, so we're not gonna go above that eye line, but single arm and alternating. So find a good controlled weight and be comfortable with that transition. We don't want this kind of getting all janky and falling apart and pulling us out of position. We'll keep that weight or have a different one. We'll do a single arm suitcase carry. So we'll be upright whenever we do these single arm things. We don't want it moving us. We want to be upright and then we'll walk. You'll go down and back with the distance we've discussed. Lastly for this piece, plyo push-ups. So remember the plyo, only focus on this too much if push-ups are something that you're adequately comfortable with. We don't want members trying to jump off the floor, move their hands, etc., if they're not comfortable landing. So we would be here and we could simply jump. We could clap. You could put plates out and jump onto the plates. In theory, you could come to your knees and do some of these same movements, but do whatever's more comfortable for you, right? Last piece. So hopefully there's enough members in your class. This is a partner movement. Ask the coach to help you out if you need it. Do some glute ham raises. So I'll walk through this because I very much can't do this without assistance, but you would want someone to be back here holding those down. So if I was that person, I'm behind them, trying to not interfere with them and hold that position down, okay? And then this person is going to try and lean forward. And you can see I immediately lose that balance and control, right? I need that resistance. So as Sam's doing, I'm gonna reach, he's gonna hold at some point, I push into the ground, and I pull myself back. Thank you, Sam. So that's what we're looking for. The main thing I'll say about that is like, be humble. A couple inches of resistance and then a big push off the ground and a couple inches of pulling is like RX for most people, right? You can Google or YouTube some famous athlete or wide receiver doing them in a much difficult way, or a lot of ATG specialists, but it is an extremely difficult movement. So make sure your hamstrings are loosened up and just understand that a big range of motion for you might not be realistic. Okay, from there, we'll do some banded kind of tucks, reverse squats. There's a lot of names for it, but I'd have a band around the rig, around my feet, and my goal is that I'm here and I'm pulling in. So my hip flexors are doing all that work, okay? And then the band is gonna add that resistance. From there, do a couple dumbbell movements with our bench. Do some cross-body pullovers. So we're here, have that weight, reach back, pull, right? Only goes low. This feels healthy and safe for you. And obviously don't go too heavy with that movement. Lastly, we'll do an extension. So gonna be here. We're gonna press our elbow into that knee pocket, and then our goal is that we rotate up, control down. And the weight we add will once again, get very difficult, very fast. A lot of stuff there, have fun with it, work hard, ask questions, get fitter. I'll see you tomorrow.